Welcome everyone. In this video, we will understand one of the biggest shift happening in generative AI. That is the move from chatbots to AI agents. Now, we will see the difference in simple terms, look at real examples and understand how agents actually work. So, now we can understand that AI has already evolved step by step. We started with the rule based system, then machine learning and deep learning, followed by large language models like ChatGPT. The next evolution is AI agent system that don't just generate an answer but take actions to complete a goal. So, what is a chatbot? A traditional LLM chatbots work mainly as a conversation system. We give it a prompt, the model generates a response, and we decide what to do next. For example, if I ask it to summarize a document, it gives me the summary. The important text as that the user is usually responsible for the next action. Now, what is an AI agent? An AI agent goes from one step further. Instead of only answering, it can receive a goal, break that goal into smaller tasks, use different tools, observe the results, make decisions, and continue until the task is completed. Think of it as moving from an AI that talk to an AI, and all these actually works. Now, let's understand what is the difference between chatbot and AI agent. So let's see the chatbot versus AI agent. Here is the easiest comparison. A chatbot is mainly answer like it only answers your particular questions, while an agent is goal oriented. A chatbot might tell you how to book a flight. An agent could search available flights, compare options, ask for all the confirmation, and then use a booking tool as well. The key difference is it is like multi-step reasoning. Now, let's see next. That is how an AI agents actually work. So, a typical agent follows a loop. First, it understands the goal, then it creates a plan, chooses the right tool, performs an action, check the result, and then decides what to do next. If the result is not good enough, it can revise the plan and try again. Now let's see how these tools make agents powerful. The real power of an agent comes from tools. An LLM by itself mainly generates text. Give that model access to search like Python, databases, APIs, or a browser, and it can interact with the outside world as well. This is what turns a language model into a useful task solving system. Now let's see the real world examples. Now imagine a manager asks, analyze this week's sales and tell why the revenue dropped. Now a chatbot may explain how to analyze the data, but an agent can actually query the database, analyze the numbers using Python, and identify unusual patterns like create charts and prepare a report. That's a major difference, right? Now, let's see the simple architecture of an AI agent. So, at a high level, The architecture looks like this. The user gives a goal to the agent, the language model decides what needs to perform, like select a tool, receives the results, and uses that result to decide the next step. This loop continues until the goal is completed or like human approval is, if it is required, it asks for it. Now, let's see how these AI agents, like if we have questions, if we have wondering that are AI agents autonomous? See, there's an important point here. An agent doesn't have to be completely autonomous. In real enterprise systems, human approval is often essential before sensitive like any before actions or any sensitive actions like payment, production changes, or important business decisions. Now, a good agent decision is not just about autonomy, it's also about control and reliability. So, why agents matter in 2026? So, let's see, because the value of AI is moving from simply generating content towards completing real tasks. This can affect software development, data analysis, customer support, research, and many business operations. So let's see the next one. Now let's understand how we can start learning. Anyone, if you want to start learning, so my suggestion would be, if you really want to learn the AI agents, my suggestion would be, don't just jump start into complicated frameworks. You can start with Python and fundamentals of LLMs, and then learn prompting, tool calling, RAG, agent workflows, and finally evaluation and safety. So most importantly, build small project. So these are the final takeaway from this video. So you can remember the simple definition. A chatbot says I can answer, but an AI agent says I can work toward a goal. So the future of generative AI is not only AI that talks to us, but AI that can reason, use tools, and take actions as well with the right human control. So if you want to build a real AI agent from scratch in Python, in the next video, comment AI agent below. And if you are learning generative AI, AI agents, Python or data science, subscribe me, because we will build this concept step by step. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.